Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a terrific afternoon. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. Finally, that is the word of the day for today is finally. After much begging, I was finally given a reading that I would be more than happy to give to the collective. So this is a general reading. I hope that it resonates with you. If it does not, that's okay. Hopefully the universe will give me one for you tomorrow or, later on. We are in Aries season, so happy birthday to all of the Aries out there. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. So as you can see, I pre-drew the cards. I'm so sorry. I just, I wasn't going to do a reading. I changed my mind because it's so sweet. I love it. So I want to go ahead and give it for you guys, okay? So we are going to start with the Love Oracle. And there's a very interesting situation that is taking place here for someone, okay? So I said, all right, Spirit, I need you to give me a message. Give me some cards, 3 cards for the collective's person. And this is the collective over here, okay? Now, we are going to start with the collective's person. I said, give me some information about the collective's person. And we drew the first card. And you have the card of music. I'm hoping you guys can see these okay. You have the card of music. Okay. So your person, someone out there, your person is either a musician or they are in the music business. They are in the entertainment business. Okay. And I said, tell me more about the person's collective. I said, what's the significance? Tell me more about the collective's person, okay? And you got the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and you had Judgment in the reverse, okay? Here's the cards. So when I looked at the cards here, I said, well, tell me about the person. And then what I got from this is this person, your person is most likely, the vibe that and the energy I'm getting here, I was leaning more into musician. So I think your person is a musician. And unfortunately, unfortunately, and I can't even say because this is what your person is into. This is what your person loves, and so, it's not, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just something that is. So your person is in the music business and maybe they're not making the kind of money you would like for them to be making at this time with the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, more so that 2 of Pentacles. And maybe they're juggling their finances right now. They haven't made it yet. Maybe they just have your person is just in a band, and I said, okay, so give me the next card. Now, I love it. The next card you had was magnetic attraction. I hope you guys can see these okay. Because hold on, that's why. Sorry about that. And I might have to do this again. My battery's low, so I'm going to have to try to step it up here. But you've got magnetic attraction, okay? Along with, let me go ahead and turn the last one over, along with mystery. Okay. So when I said, what is the significance of magnetic attraction? Like what brings you two together? And the universe let me know with the 3 of Cups, the Tower, and the 8 of Pentacles. You guys, there's a lot of excitement and a lot of passion between the 2 of you. With the 3 of Cups and the Tower, most definitely. Okay. And I think your person, with the 8 of Pentacles here, your person is exciting. I think they come with a lot of passion. You had alluring, lust, irresistible. So your person may be in the entertainment business or is most likely a musician, and you are very much attracted to this person. And then you're beautiful. There's something about the two of you together that is just, when y'all get together, it's lust, it's excitement, it's passion, and it works. With the Eight of Pentacles, it works for you guys. Initially it did work for you, that when you guys saw each other, you clicked right away, right? Now, with the last card of mystery here, I said, what's that about? What's going on? And your person is, and of course, they're in the music industry. Most musicians are very passionate. We know this. That's what makes a musician a musician. The lust for life, the excitement. They think and breathe and live on that deeper spiritual, energetic level. This is where most musicians and most people in the entertainment industry, that's where they live, they breathe. That's where they live and breathe. It's all about that, right? So your person with mystery here, you have the Hermit here, and so your person is definitely very mysterious, mystical. So they may very well be spiritual, very well. It wouldn't excite me. It does excite me, but it wouldn't surprise me at all that your person is very deep, very introspective. You had the Page of Cups in the reverse. So I think you find, while your person, you guys had that magnetic attraction, there's lust, there's passion, Three of Cups, excitement. You guys, y'all wanted to make this work. It's fantastic. I almost want to say this is what was going for you. That was what drew you guys together. He's talented, sexy, passion, mysterious, mysticism. He's into that whole thing. And you had that Ten of Pentacles here, right? So this person could see themselves being in a family situation with you, most definitely. Okay, but I think, unfortunately, with the Page of Cups in the reverse, maybe you find them to be a little childish, but I would say they're just young at heart. They're very passionate, Now, when I get to you, I said, okay, give me the collective. You've got travel here. And I said, well, oh, I love it. What's the significance with the collective? Okay, you probably met this guy while you were out vacationing. You were on vacation one year, spring break or something. You took some time away from work. You traveled. You saw this guy performing somewhere. You guys met. You connected. There was passion. There was just this amazingness, And this person really was digging you, to the point to where they could see themselves with that Ten of Pentacles, having a family with you. Okay. But your job, I think, if you did not go on vacation to meet this person, your job literally involves travel. You've got the Three of Pentacles here, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so your job, either, like I said, it's one of two things. Either your job involves travel, or you got away. You took a break from work, okay? And this is where the newness, with that Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, you guys came together, right? And it was a beautiful thing. Beautiful, right? So I said, well, okay, what's that next card here? It sounds all good, right? But your next card I drew was anxiety. And I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with the collective? It seems so beautiful. What's going on? The anxiety here. You have the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I think, once again, this is the problem here with you guys. This is the issue. This person isn't making the kind of money that you would have liked for them to make. You got that Page of Pentacles coming up again. Money is appearing several times. And I think you, with the King of Swords here, your person's wild and passionate. And I think you are looking more for this. You're looking for this in your person. Someone stable, someone solid, someone, who can bring home the bacon, and it stresses you out. So I think your job, and I want to say this as well, your energy is I find you to be someone who's very mature. And I don't know if I should say mature, but you're more level-headed. We'll say that. Your earth sign energy with that Three of Pentacles up there, I would not be surprised if you are more, and then you've got the Ace of Wands along with the Page, that the wands indicate work and you know what I mean? So I think you're more goal-oriented, you're more serious, whereas your person is more free-spirited, passionate and like that. Okay. And that stresses you out. Okay. You're looking for this. You're looking for someone who matches your energy with that Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, solid with the King of Swords. Someone's more solid, that type of thing. And it's stressing you out because you don't know what to do with this. You love that you guys have the passion and the lust and the good things, right? All good things, right? But unfortunately, this person is not, I think he's a good time. Okay. For you, he's like a good time. And he could look at you as more as forever, family. And so this whole thing is stressing you out. All right. Last card. You've got regret. I was like, oh, collective, why? And then it's funny, I see here wrong choice, mistake, guilt, wrong choice. I'm thinking that you are thinking you're making a mistake by continuing on with this person. You've got Justice here and the High Priestess, and then you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I think what you are wanting is more stability with Justice. You want more stability in a relationship, okay? You've given it some thought with the High Priestess here. You've taken the time out. All right. But with this being the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, I think that you just don't see this going anywhere. Okay. And it's unfortunate. I was like, oh, that's so sad, and I don't mean to laugh, but it's just like, oh my God, that's so sad. So someone out there has met someone who is exciting and just is amazing and free spirited and, into the music industry and the music, maybe he sings you songs and, it's funny because when I was doing the cards, let me give you this card in the middle. Well, let me give you this one. So on the bottom of the deck, I saw in this deck here, it says, you speak to me through music. And I think this is your person. You speak to me. It could be, you could feel that way. Like I said, maybe he's, sung you songs or, when you think about certain songs, it reminds you of your person, right? Let me see. I'm going to give you this one. Yeah. So this is going to be that final card. When I drew both sides, I said, oh my gosh, you're more serious minded. You're more, goal oriented, and your person's more of a free spirit. I think they're serious about what they do. They love what they do, but in your world, this is very iffy. Okay, your person is very iffy and you're more solid and stable and whatever. So I said, what's the deal? Like, are you guys going to be able to make this work? Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. The card that you got was no, the door is closed. It says, this isn't the way forward. Direct your focus elsewhere. Okay, so for someone out there, I don't think if your person is in the industry, however, and I will say this for some of you because I also saw the snake charmer. So if your person is not in the industry, your person is someone for others of you, it could be a situation where this person is very charming and everything else still stays the same. Very charming, very, when you guys get together, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And this person may be able to see themselves with you, but you don't think that they're serious or that you don't see a future here. Okay, and so you're in a whole different energy, anxious. You're like, I can't do this. Maybe your jobs are so different. If you do travel for work, this is never going to work out. It's a beautiful thing when you guys get together, but I don't think it's something very lasting. Okay. And also on the bottom of the deck with this deck here, can't remember the name of it, but it says, no, this isn't the time. Be patient and wait for circumstances to change. So unfortunately, where this is concerned, I'm seeing no, 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 and I think you may be right about this situation. So if you're wondering if you met somebody and they're very wild and exciting, if they are not in the music industry, but they're very charming and you guys have a good time together, maybe you met over the spring break, or you could met. I'm looking at her on the beach, and I just feel like you guys met somewhere. Traveling, like somehow you guys connected and they're doing their thing and you just happened to come in and you saw them and there was sparks and passion and all good things, but unfortunately it's not anything that can sustain itself. Okay. Love oracle on the bottom of the deck, I saw fear. I said hang on to that. So there's fear, and I think the fear is on your end. Not so much your person's end, but your end. Okay. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom with the tarot. So I think maybe you will move on to new horizons. Look at this. All three indicate, you're more focused on work, or I see you moving on. Okay, you're going to take your passions elsewhere. Okay, if you guys are together and you're struggling as to what to do, I see this, you ending up single. Yeah, you even had the Hierophant in the reverse. There's no marriage here, so I'm so sorry. I wish I could have given you something so much more. And like I said, if your person is someone who is not in the industry, but it rather is just somebody who's very charming that you met while traveling and you guys hooked up and you love, when you guys are together, it's a beautiful thing. But I don't see, you've got being single here twice and the Ace of a new beginning, the Hierophant in the reverse. There's not going to be anything here. The Justice card, you've thought this through and you just don't see it going anywhere. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy, and it, you would like maybe for it to go somewhere, but I just don't see it happening. Regret. So, oh, I'm so sorry. I would have loved to have said, yeah, this is going to end up and it's going to be beautiful and wonderful. But you know what? Everything is a lesson. Whether your person is in the industry, music industry, or whether they're just very charming and you guys connected, but it's not something that is going to sustain itself. Sorry about the car out there. Sorry about that. But that is the message that I have. So hopefully it resonates with someone. If you like today's message, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. Hopefully we will have a better reading. But like I said, sometimes if something, a lot of readings, there are thousands online where you can have a beautiful, happy ending. But I would rather just be honest and say, in this particular case, you two guys are on different pages. You're on different pages. You're more, goal oriented. You're more grounded. You're looking for stability. Okay, whereas your person is looking for good times, music, passion, good things, hotness, sexiness, the Three of Cups along with the Tower, that Eight of Pentacles. Boy, when we get together, it's good. When we get together, it works. When we get together, it's beautiful. I think you definitely enjoy this person's, the fact that you can't figure them out. They're very, but you love it. It's weird. It's like you love the energy. You love it, but you recognize that there's no future there. Okay? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that's okay. You'll find somebody new, and this is just that lesson. That charming person was temporary. It was a good time, not a long time. Okay, but better you know that now. Better you know that now, and continue on. All right, taking care of business with that Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands energy. Better you know that now than find out later. Because look what was behind it. If you guys would have gotten married, it wouldn't have been a good thing. Even in the upright, it's not a good thing. Okay, so I don't know. Everything it just all energy, all indications is that whoever you met, if they are not in the music industry, they were a good time, not a long time. Okay. But it's okay. Everything's a lesson. We live and learn. Summer's coming up. You guys are young and energetic and beautiful, and they're handsome. They're many handsome men out there, and many beautiful women. Okay, and hopefully you guys will connect on a deeper level. Try not to focus on the physical, because physical isn't everything. It's great for a minute, but it isn't everything. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will see you guys next time on the next video. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.